Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington State's offense who will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. One of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the defense.
He is, and I'll tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line play with the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you. And the other...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. They have a lot of confidence that he can get them in the right play and make the right calls.
It's been kind of fun to follow these different universities across the country that they find their guys, right? Like their fit. It's not always the 5-star guy, but they find their quarterback, and you're like, man, that guy's really, really good. Like, where did they find him? He came out of nowhere, so Palmer. This is a school, a program that is going to find those QBs. It just might be sometimes the guys that are off the beaten path a little bit more and not as highly recruited.
Yeah, not necessarily a national championship perennial power year in, year out, but you're right. They always seem to find a gunslinger back there. And they lose games, but they're going to go down swinging, and they're going to lose shootouts because they light up the scoreboard. They've got another gunslinger in this offense this year.
Card in the backfield. It's Allen. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. 10. All the way. Touchdown, Fresno State.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 48. They pick up a 10 on the play. Washington State ready to go with another first down. The hand to the running back. They were all one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. They give it to him again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's looking to throw. The screen, he can go. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. In traffic, it's Allen. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Just barely got rid of it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Bulldogs need to pick it up on 4th down. Needs it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. He's got the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He's an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Washington State gets up the lead.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Pro catch tackle. Bang, bang, bang. They'll run the counter. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up the crease for that running back to gash the defense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Quarterback keep. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Oh, pressure's coming. Snags it. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Wazzu eager to pay off this red zone trip. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. And this sophomore behind center has been really impressive so far. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football. Got it behind the line. It's McClain. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. Caught, it's Allen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. quick give. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 2nd and long here. On play action. Moving to his left. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to pass, it's Duggar.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good on schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. When things break down, they get off schedule. You got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Hawkins.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands. So
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position.
He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Throwing for yardage. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going long. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Comes down, it's Allen. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got his man on the right. Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see what he can do with the return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas, taking on the number 14 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Razorbacks, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Pullman. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
The Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in already. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it up to 35.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Sells to run, looking to pass. Look out! Buried before he could blink.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Moving the pocket, it's Duggar. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On a little time, lets it go. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Fresh center downs going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that before, and he gave his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hands it off. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Finds his man on the RPO. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Never a doubt. The lead is down to a field goal.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Trying to get started. He's brought down with a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Off play action on 1st down. Makes a catch. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Now wide, it's Hawkins. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down. Hands it off on the counter. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. That's caught, it's Turner. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They send the tight end in motion. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Still looking. He slides down, he ends enough for the 1st down, but there is a penalty flag on the play. So that penalty is gonna cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Cougars have moved it inside the 20. Might as well run him again. Out to room and to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar. They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Nine-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's McClure. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Was to pass. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's McClure.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Looking for him straight ahead. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. He leaves it with the back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Handoff again. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Duggar. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Gonna protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. 2nd and long here. Trying to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And this quarterback has had a rough game. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Martin will throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Hits inside. It's McClure. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Left side, it's McLean. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Fresno State right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Incomplete. That one batted away in the line of scrimmage. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Keeps it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Swamped immediately. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that run.
But, and he's got room. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Driving forward, it's McClure. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Touchdown, Fresno State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute play.
He's down right there, short gain on the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. Going to try to get it himself. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. On the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. This time it's complete. He'll get it inside the 40. He'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Dead center perfect. Guys, final minute of play, and we are all tied up.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, it's McClure. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the single back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The give to the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Now to keep this overtime drive going on third and short. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Rushes on. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazzu a first down. We'll get it started here in overtime. They're testing the right side here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Second down, gonna throw it. That's a fly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Off-play action. Extending the play. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Washington State. They strike first here in overtime.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime. Martin back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. He wants to throw it. Trying to get rid of it. Good job just to get rid of that one. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Snap in the shotgun. They're all over it. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. There on the right sideline. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Celebration turned out to be a little premature as that flag takes the score off the board and we play on. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime.